Hello guys, this is Kartik and I hope you all are doing well. So in this video we are going to solve DefaultDict tutorial problem from HackerRank. So basically, first of all, before starting with the problem, solving the problem, we have to acquire the knowledge over DefaultDict. So basically DefaultDict tool is like a container in the collection class of Python. It is similar to the usual dictionary and which we say dict in short, container, but the only difference is that a default dict will have a default value if that key has not been set yet. If you didn't use a default dict, you have to check to see if that key exists, and if it exists, like if it doesn't, you have to set it to what you want. So for example, you can see the code here. This is the basic syntax, so we can code with it. So first of all, you see we have to import default dict from the collection. So here collection module, and this is some basic information for the code and syntax for default dict. So now we have to just move on to our task. So where our task is, okay, in this challenge you will be given two integers n and m. So there are n numbers, I'm sorry, not numbers, words which might repeat in word group A. There are m words belonging to word group B. So for each m words we have to check whether the word has appeared into group A or not. We have to print the indices, or you can say the index of the each occurrence of m in a group A. If it doesn't, we have to just print -1. So here you can see the sample input, and now let's move on to our coding part. So guys, there's an issue with the HackerRank. I have already mentioned this in my previous video, but it hasn't fixed yet. So I have to just explain the code to you. So first of all, what we are just doing here, we imported default dict from collections. Then we created a int input and we did a dot split method to it. And here we did this, like we make this input in a map, like what you say, like the input will be converted to a map. And then we created a default dict and assigned the list to it. And then we created a typical for loop, and the for loop will say for I in the range of n, which is our input, and we say next in our for loop we say like the dictionary, default dict, and we call the index of the input, like index of the input that HackerRank will provide to us, and we did a dot append, and we append the I, you can see in the for loop the I, and we did an increment to it, which is I plus. So that's it for the coding part, and now let's run the program and let's see will it gonna submit or not. So as you can see, it got submitted, and now let's click on the submit button and let's see will it gonna pass the submission, and hopefully it will pass the submission, like the test cases, not the submission, the test cases. And we have to wait a while, and HackerRank is like as you can see guys, that got accepted and I have earned 20 points. So guys, I hope you understand and enjoy this video. So in the next tutorial we are going to solve more problems. So for that, bye bye, see you later and take care.